Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. We had a little problem in the hen house this morning, or last night at some point. I came down here this morning before church to do my chores, and my first initial thought was that I was really excited to see Blondie, the broody hen, out in the run. I've been letting her out at night and she's right out in the run now, so just those couple of days of, goodness gracious, shade tree, of being in the isolation cage, I think may have broken her of her broodiness. Well, my immediate second thought was, why on earth are there so many feathers in the run? So we'll see here. You can see on the ground, well, they're in the way. Hi ladies, no Blondie. So I came over here and you can see there's feathers like crazy over here. And then more over here going into the feed barn. And keep in mind, when I came down here, all the chickens seemed fine. They were out, they weren't acting freaked out or making a bunch of noise. I do have a couple that are molting, but they're not the same colored feathers. It's my silver laced and blue laced Wyandottes that are starting to molt. And then I come over here and notice the fence here is kind of lifted up. And you step inside, and I won't take you inside because it's dark, but there's a whole mess of feathers in that corner as well. So we've had a predator in the hen house. And luckily we've only lost one of our girls, but we need to do some reinforcing, and we need to do just kind of a walk around of the entire coop and run to see if there are any other areas that may have weaknesses that we need to reinforce. But that definitely, that fence was not as loose as it is right there. So I definitely think that was at least the point of entry. I don't know, since there's so many feathers in the run as well, I don't know if this is the point of exit. I'm guessing because there's so many feathers around that area, but...
Mom bear.
Yeah.
There's a nugget in there.
I know. There's a chicken egg over there in that corner. But... it's a little shaded here under these trees, so I'm sorry if the lighting isn't that great, but nothing we can do about that.
That just means I don't have to work out in the sun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll get some stuff gathered up. I think I can make that better, a lot more better. So, yeah, I'll get some stuff rounded up, and I'll get down here, and we'll get to work. At least patching that hole up. That's about the only place I've seen.
Here on this side, that's the only point of entry, because when this is closed, you can see, I mean, that's a tiny, tiny gap there. What is it, ladies? I know. We're gonna do what we can for you. And we haven't really, like I said, it was before church, so we haven't really walked around here. None of the chicken wire up top seems to be messed with.
I just noticed another thing too, Mom Bear. I didn't think our mulberry tree produced anything this year, but there's mulberries on the ground.
It's been shooting off just really randomly.
So that's probably what's drawing in the occasional critter, but
Kind of overgrown over here, but...
now what's in back here?
What do you mean?
All these weeds are laid down flat.
Do you not think that it could have been one of the storms we had?
It could have been. I don't know. But I don't see nothing.
Well, something's been eaten, it looks like. I mean, it looks like something's eaten.
Yeah.
Off that. I think Papa Bear might have to spend a little more time over here today than I realized. If nothing else, just getting it weeded down over here. Figured less food opportunities the better. But it doesn't look like anywhere else has really been messed with.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any other weak spot.
And there's definitely the most feathers in there. And the crazy thing is, and you know, granted, we've had our window unit, we got a new window unit because our old one died, just the fan, because we're still not using AC. So we had 2 of our fans going last night, and they are a little bit louder, especially the one in the bathroom. But I'm just surprised that whenever it happened, neither of us heard anything. No commotion, no nothing. But we'll get this looked into and taken care of. And I think tonight what we'll probably do, I don't have any motion lights down here, and it's a little bit harder to have the solar motion lights just because it's so shaded. But I'm gonna get one of our portable radios down here and just keep it in the coop tonight playing. So hopefully the sound will keep away any potential predators. And then I also thought about areas like that along the baseline on the outside of the fence and the coop, about getting some bells or something to string along and hang. So A, if something comes along and starts messing with it, we might be alerted to it quicker. And B, whatever's messing with it, once they hear the noise of the bells, might kind of scare itself, freak it out, and have it go away. But it's a risk, you know. I mean, we have these girls here right by the hill, but we've only ever had one other issue, and that was when we had the meat chicks in there, and we had the coon come in and just devastated our meat chicks in the brooder box and took one of our girls. We've been really lucky otherwise. I guess this is the problem with when it comes to kind of just stashing some stuff behind your barns or buildings. Eventually, you're probably gonna have to move it again and do double the work. So I'm not worried about moving the extra fence pieces or anything. I'm just gonna get kind of this area cleaned up a little bit, and then have Dirk weed eat back here, just to provide less cover for a critter to hide in. Definitely was not what I wanted to wake up to this morning, but it could have been a lot worse because I've got a lot of chickens. But I think he's up there hunting for a 2x6 that he's gonna fit in between the fence and the board right there, so that that fence can't be gone through it all anymore. But he'll be back down here, and then I'll get y'all set up with him. My girls are quite curious. I might go down to the field and get them a few big handfuls of weeds. If y'all watched the short from, well, by the time you see this, it'll be several days ago, but Dirk took Goose and the sickle bar mower into our overgrown gourd field. The weeds had taken over so much, there was no way we were going to get any kind of a harvest. Ladies, we're working on it, darlings. I promise. I'll be down here tonight to check on you. Don't worry. Love my ladies. I don't want to see anything happen to any of them. Like I said, we've been very fortunate with being right here by the edge, and can't really see. It's pretty well a straight drop off, and then the creek is down there. So that's all part of our property down there on the other side of the hill and halfway into the creek. But, and I'd love to get these burn barrels moved out of here. We don't use them. We've not used them a single time since we've had the chicken coop down here. We don't put any trash or anything in them, but it's just kind of one of those eyesores that I'd like to get gone one of these days. There's Papa Bear.
What's up, YouTube?
The girls are squawking.
I'm used to that. Alright, we got us a couple boards here. I think it'll work. Go in here and grab us a measurement for our length. $16 will do it. I need to cut this board here off. I knew this table here was for a reason. My boards, as you can see, is recycled lumber, so it's got a screw stuck in it. So. Need to readjust the saw. Okay, that one's gone. Now I'm going to come out to the outside and sink some screws into that. Tie it all together. That way, if something does peel the fence up, there's still nowhere for it to go. What do you think about it, chicken? Huh?
Margaret.
I don't think me and her's on the first name basis yet.
Oh. Now, Goldie, why did you do that? Why are you being a bully? What's going on, Margaret? What's he doing? Oh. We got him lining up for the nesting boxes.
Tell you what I'm going to do. Probably just go ahead and stack another board to this one and then screw it to this one. Another one.
Can't be too safe.
I don't need to hear that. Alright, let's go cut us another board here. Cut this end off too.
And we do intend on having cameras set up down here at some point. But honestly, I think we're going to wait until we get the hoop coop set up over there. And then just get something that can tie into both of them. Is my plan.
Yeah, you pull that bottom.
Get off of me, Skeeter.
Watch yourself.
Margaret does not know what to think. I think somebody just dropped an egg and ran. And she's telling everybody about it.
Yep. She's telling. Alright guys, well, I've got some bullet or booby traps there for whatever picked that fence up last night. I left some screws hanging out, probably 2 inches long, to hold the fence down, so it'll make it harder for them to get it pried up. But if I did pry it back up, I've got them boards placed in there where there's not enough room for them to get in there. I might go ahead and do this too while I'm here. Or bring it down here, so I might as well just use it. Or just leave it laying there.
Yeah, I mean, the chickens won't mess with it.
But yeah, that's...
Unfortunately, if it's a coon that was in there, I mean, he's gonna know that, but can I hold that? Just wanted to make sure it would still shut all the way. Unfortunately, if it was a coon that was in there, it's gonna know that it's got more food available. That's why we're gonna try and get the radio down here tonight. And I mean, we usually stay up pretty late, so we'll probably make a couple trips down here this evening just to make sure, you know, there's nothing lingering around. Come down here with some, you know, firepower backup in case there is something. We've got a trap over here, we've got a trap over here, but unfortunately it's broken. So we need to get our trap back and get it set up down here again. Hopefully whatever it was just won't come back, but you know, that's not really how wildlife works. It's gonna come where it knows the food source is.
But I'm pretty sure I've got that hole sealed up pretty good. And I don't see anywhere else that they could get into and be able to access the coop.
Oh. Now how did I slip my leg open? I was literally just standing here.
Well, that's like you know, they always say a homesteader's not a beauty queen. We're not afraid to get scratched or have a little dirt underneath our fingernails. You know, a little chicken poop on your bibs. It's all part of it. I mean, you just... Well, guys, we got the hole fixed up. I'm gonna weed eat that down back here for that, Mama Bear.
And we probably won't get that on film. The GoPro just overheated. And we're right here in all this awesome shade, so it's gonna be one of those days. Got me wanting for cooler weather again, just so I don't have to deal with that issue. But we'll keep you updated. Got fights over the nesting boxes. we'll keep you updated, and hopefully we don't have any other issues. If y'all have any suggestions on what might also help deter predators, drop them in the comments. Let us know what has worked for you. If there's stuff that can be sprayed, I've heard that you can sprinkle stuff, like just out of your own kitchen type things, that will help keep certain predators away. Let us know, so that hopefully we don't lose any more of our girls.
So with that being said, we are going to leave this video right here. And as always, friends, keep on keeping on, because
we love every one of you.
that's right.
See you next time.